All right, welcome back. So we are finally back with another build video. This is definitely a little bit of a change from my last season FOH here. This is a day 3 character, 100% self-found and traded for. Pretty happy with him. He's super budget, doesn't have a torch, doesn't have an Annie, doesn't even have a Geeds, no CTA. Everything on him is pretty obtainable, and he clears chaos pretty damn smooth. So let's jump into this. For the stats, had enough strength for a full plate mail. Obviously because it's the sexiest looking armor, even though it slows him down a little bit. But 2 over because I just found a charm and it has 2 strength on it. Nothing in the dex, everything else in the vitality, no energy. As you can see, this character is not using conviction like my last ladder FOHer. I realized, yeah, you don't need conviction. It only affects your actual fist that hits one guy. What's really killing everything is the holy bolts that come out of it. So I didn't even get conviction this time. As you can see, without that aura, you know, negative 33 fire res, 23 lightning, and 3 cold. Put the aura on, and boom, max all res. So love that. You don't have to worry about your reses when you've got salvation. So that's my go-to. The other auras I have is obviously vigor and redemption. So as you can see, he does 1200 to 1200 Fist of the Heavens, and the holy bolts that come out do 2100 to 2200. So pretty damn good. 1540 life, 373 mana. He breaks 200 MF, which is my bare minimum for building characters. That's more than enough. He's got 110 faster hit recovery, and that's just from his spirits. I believe 86 is the breakpoint. He's got the 75 fast cast rate breakpoint. He's above a little bit because I have a ring that has fast cast rate that I don't even need. And he has cannot be frozen. Oh, I have 5 stat points. Oh well. Scratch that. 1555 life, and he's level 82. Skill tree. This character is pretty much impossible to mess up. Like, you max Holy Bolt and you max Fist of the Heavens. As long as you do that, pretty much you can do anything you want with this character and still be good. But I also maxed Holy Shield, nothing in offensive auras, and then I put enough points into Salvation to max my fire res, and then 1 point into Redemption, and all my remaining points I'm just dropping into Defiance to boost the defense from Holy Shield. So pretty simple setup. Budget Merc. I just found this Guardian Angel actually, which is funny. I completely forgot I had it on. I was testing Trav runs. You could run. I probably could run that and it'd be better than what he's using, but this is the actual setup I have.
I'll put that to good use.
That's a pretty cool find. I got it off of Diablo at the end of my last stream. So the Merc, I do have a Treachery and a Breastplate. Got the Lem Rune off of my Nightmare Forge. That was freaking probably the most exciting part of my ladder so far. It's been such an unlucky ladder for me. Completely opposite of first ladder. We got an Insight and a Halberd. 13 Meditation. I found this 4-socketed Halberd super early. Unfortunately, rolled 13 Meditation. I'll probably upgrade it eventually, but if it's something I find, you know, I'm not going to go out of my way. And then he's got an Undead Crown. Again, super budget. All he needed is some kind of life leech, and he's got it. 1700 life. Damage does not matter. Defense does not matter, but he does have max res with my Salvation, and even without my Salvation, he's still pretty good, and Treachery would, if the Fade would ever go off, it would max it, but I've always got Salvation, so he's always got max res. Onto the gear. I found this Broadsword and Nightmare pretty early. Used my socket quest, rolled 31 fast cast rate. I got this Crown Shield with 32 all res, 4-socketed. was a pretty good find again. I was really lucky with my spirits. And it rolled 30 fast cast rate. With this build, between these two, you only need to get what, 55 faster cast rate. So basically, the bare minimum you can get is 50. So all you have to do between these two rolls is get an extra 5. So you'd have to be super unlucky not to get that. The only reason I say that is because you have Mage Fist with this build. Like I said, this was a day 3 character. The reason it took me till day 3 to get this guy pretty much done is because I did a solo playthrough this time, no reset team. You know, the first night, you know, it started at 8 o'clock, so the first day was what? 9, 10, 11, 12, like 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. So I basically played for like 9 hours that night. I got almost all the way to hell. Then the next day I worked all day, so I played a few hours that night. And then day 3 is when I started doing some trading, and day 3 is great because things are way cheaper than day 1 and 2 because, you know, things start finally rolling in and the prices really go down. So we got Mage Fist, got single upped Gold Wrap, Raven Frost that actually, I think it dropped off of Mephisto maybe? I'm not even sure. But I definitely dropped this. And then all I needed was a ring to match it, and funny thing is, the only thing that I benefit from this ring is 8 poison res. I already have max lightning res without it, don't need the half freeze, and my fast cast rate was already past the breakpoint. The other reason I'm wearing it is the best ring I've found that matches this ring. And obviously I'm using Raven Frost for the cannot be frozen, a little bit of mana, pretty much what he benefits from. 35 MF boots. I actually shopped these. Pretty lucky. I wasn't even really hardcore shopping at the time. I just happened to be at the vendor. I skimmed through the boots real quick, saw these, and I was like, boom, 35 MF. You know, eventually, you know, you'd like to have some faster run walk on it, but it's not make or break. At 35 MF really helps. My trusty full plate mail, 4 socket with 4 P topaz for 96 magic fine. I love the way this looks. I always want to go for this look. The gold armor, gold shield, gold circlet. Pretty freaking cool. The amulet, pretty much a plain 3 to combat skill amulet. Was able to trade for this. It doesn't have fast cast rate, so it was pretty damn cheap. It wasn't nothing crazy. And this bad boy, super lucked out on it. I traded for this. It was just a plain 3 to combat skill, no sockets. Freaking used my socket quest on it. Thankfully, I got the 2 sockets out of it. So, yeah, these are probably the hardest part of the build right here. These are not super common, you know, and not everybody's gonna keep playing 3 combat items. But glad somebody did, traded for it, got the 2 sockets, 3 to combat skills, 48 MF, pretty solid freaking helmet. And then on the offhand is just a war staff with 1 to teleport. Pretty freaking basic, you know. You'd like to upgrade to a Nage's staff eventually, but you know, I'm probably just gonna stick with this. I only need a few teleports to teleport to the Chaos Sanctuary, and yeah, the charms are pretty damn irrelevant. Eye graphics and football graphics are my favorite, so I basically, you know, as soon as I found one, I just kept it, and now whenever I find them, I just upgrade them as I go. But honestly, I could have none of these charms, and this character would be pretty much the same. It wouldn't really make a big difference, but he's just got 21 life, faster run walk, 10 life, defense, 20 life, and some gold fine. We got life and cold res I don't need, life, 5 fire res, some elemental damage, and a 2 to strength. Most of these don't benefit me at all. I just want everything to match, and I completed that. So the character's pretty damn simple. Keep your cleanse on pretty much the whole time, unless you need some life or mana. So my salvation, yeah, that's what I meant. Salvation is E. Click F brings up my redemption. Click S brings up my vigor. Q is my charge. When I switch, teleport is always up. Click the middle mouse button for Holy Shield. and I just do F3 for Holy Bolt. Really close to the E. Really easy to move over. Mouse wheel down is my portal. I think that's everything. Now let's go into a run. Pretty damn standard. Keep my cleanse up. Go to the offhand, and then I charge up as far as I can until I run into either monsters or lava, and then just teleport. So here we go. Boom. Teleport. Monsters. Oh, that's not good. Oh. There we go. Portal. Back to the main hand. Just run up and try and keep your distance and drop your Fist of the Heavens. Pretty standard Fist of the Heaven. All in. See, I do kind of want to upgrade my meditation. Mana doesn't regenerate all that great, but that's why you got redemption too, so. Oh man, when I got these little tight corners, usually just Holy Bolt does like 4, I think it's Holy Bolt is up 4k Holy Bolt, so it's pretty damn strong. Try and be safe, keep your distance, and spam your Fist of the Heaven. The redemption's really coming in clutch with this low meditation. Usually drop a portal up here just in case. And you can just pop mana potions too. I kind of like to not take advantage of my redemption. As you can see, it's clearing pretty damn smooth. No issues really, and like I said, this character is super budget to build. Nothing too crazy. And he looks sexy while doing it to top it off. Usually when I have single targets, I just drop the Holy Bolts on him. Boom. See, when I don't like to just spam, since I'm not using Conviction, I usually switch which guys I'm dropping the Fist of the Heavens on, so that each guy is getting hit by the Holy Bolt. Usually use Holy Bolt on these guys since they spawn all in a row. So I can wipe them out. Switch to your Vigor. Charge up to the next area. Back to Salvation. Not too bad for a day 3 character. All self-found and traded for. It's not like I spent money on this character, you know what I mean? Or forum gold. Not needed. And you can build this guy pretty early and hope for a good drop. Unfortunately, this ladder I did not get any early drops. Last ladder I had that low rune on day 2. Made 3,000 forum gold off it. Unfortunately, it did not happen this ladder. You can't win them all, but it's still been pretty fun. It's, it's still the first week, and I'm still hoping to, get something like maybe a Burr rune. Burr runes are still like almost 3,000 forum gold, so if I could luck out and get something like that, it'd be cool, but still pretty fun. Still probably going to do this every single ladder. I'll do a hard push, play for 2 weeks, and then go back to non-ladder. Yep, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Got a 6 NATO pelt on the video. Alright. Pop the second to last seal. Clear it up. Want to get your Merc back here. Don't want him running in. This seal can be a little sticky sometimes. Just try and keep your distance and drop the FOH. Once Infector drops, boom, ready for Diablo. Oh, like I said, we have got fanaticism. Thankfully, they're being stupid. Boom. Pretty freaking simple. You see, there was no real issues. Put your Vigor on, charge all the way up, put Salvation back on, and just spam Holy Bolt. Whenever he casts his Firestorm or his other freaking move, you just move out of the way. And if your Merc dies, your Merc dies. I usually keep my gold up, so it doesn't really matter. But as long as he doesn't cast Firestorm on the Merc, he stays alive. Why do I keep using this? Oh, do that. Stay out of the way of that, because those will kill you. Teleport out bones, and dead. And like I said, no luck this ladder. He's been dropping all garbage from me. But that is freaking it. That is your budget day 3 ladder FOHer. Pretty damn solid setup. Really happy with it. About to get back on a stream and try and get some luck. So hope to see you guys on my stream. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.